Some tunes going here in a minute while we let some friends in. Welcome. We're going to get some tunes going here as while we let some friends in. This is some Warp Sounds. All right, welcome all my aliens, apes, and zombies. As you can see, I'm there in USM French Montana's gallery. Feel free to come on in and join me right there. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to try to pin a tweet here and get some live video going. So give me 1 second while I click a couple buttons. I hope this is just a couple buttons away. So then you can actually view what is going on in the spaces. So up at the top is a shared link right there. And we are building on Mars today. We're going to take a look at how you can simply build there within minutes, and take a look at it. And I don't even own any land, but what I do like is I like running around in the metaverse and seeing what is out there. And I accidentally hit a button there. So if anyone could chime in and give me the run button, because I'm in walking mode right now. But that doesn't matter because I've been through French Montana's gallery and I love to see the build and what it just what's out there, where you can get live, you can get some video in there, you can get some live friends in there running in there, jumping around, dancing and having fun. And you can post your NFTs on the walls and show them off, because why not? Why not just have those NFTs out there in this space? Because that's what it is. It's a magnificent Monday here, and why not celebrate it with our friends? So come on out, run on out over to the French Montana Gallery, because we're going to go to a couple other builds. We're going to see what else is out there in the space. We hit up Bobby Hundreds and the Atom Bombs last week. And right now I have the sound off. Otherwise, you can hear what's going on in the space. But someone who has their ear to the floor is Moonchiller. And I'm going to classify you as a super fan, a mega fan, as you can see right here. Raka, holder, hodler, volunteer, believer, all the hashtags that you need. Thank you for coming in and joining us in this journey to Mars in USM. How are we doing?
Hello, my friends. Thanks for taking me into this good walking in Mars, USM. And yeah, as you say, I'm Munshilder. I'm Raka volunteer. I'm Raka holder. I'm Raka everything.
I
I
can tell
like
by the
being
hat,
in.
man. You're rocking that hat. It's awesome to see that. And, I mean, it's good to have community members like that. And I could tell by the smile that you're just super excited. And I don't want to specifically say where you're from, but you woke up way early to help join
Yeah.
us in this space. So, I mean, we're waking up before the roosters in your neck of the world. So thank you. And that's what it is NFTs are a global, not only language, it's a global phenomenon where people are enjoying it, having fun with it. And we're seeing that with Raka, where, I mean, they are definitely a global brand, where we're seeing, their logos on hats, on mugs, on cups, on anything that's out there, because it does have a huge fan base and people support it and rock it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you are right. We have lots of fans from all over the world, from the other countries, China, Vietnam, and Europe, Russia, here, Turkey, and US, the other ones, we have a huge family. And
And that's what it does, is it takes a family to get things going, and to get things up and running in metaverses, because having the experiences and having the connections within these different metaverses is getting into now, and there's different metaverses out there, but it all is, in my view, is just going to turn into one big happy family. And just seeing like access that you're able to have, if it's seeing one of your favorite musicians, and now you can actually see it now. You listen to him, but watch him or her, or if it's another musician, then you could go into gal type settings where it is, you can not only hang up art, but your own specific pictures, where you can,
yeah,
have your own pictures. And that's what we're seeing here. Sorry, I'm walking really slow. My computer's not dragging on this slow button. And here's actually pictures of that, in real life event right there.
yeah, this is just amazing that you can show your art here, you can show your memory here, you can show anything you want here. And this is, for example, now you are walking in French Montana house, but in the future, every metaverse user can be able to show their NFTs, their arts, their memories, their whatever they want in their lands by their own built buildings, and this will be huge, I think.
I want to bring in Wangster. Wangster back at it again, hopping in on the landing on Mars on this Mars Monday. Wangster, I want to get a volume check on you, see if your mic's working on your phone over there.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, how are y'all?
It's good hearing you again. I mean, this is probably, man, third, fourth week in a row that we've been able to either hang out in real life, hang out either in the metaverse, or hang out here on Spaces. So thanks for joining back in. And
Of course.
we're
Yeah,
talking we're talking about like establishing land in metaverse, and and that's something that's eventually is going to be in everyone's. None of this is financial advice, but portfolio, because there are tons of different metaverses out there. And there's different entries for most of them, and just the globalization and the community behind what's happening here in the USM.
I think that what the USM is doing is like very different from like all the other metaverses, right? This is like a lot more interactive, and like you can build so much more. Like the potential is like endless almost, right? And yeah, super hyped for New York, NFC New York next, or is it like 1.5 weeks from now?
You got
Excited
it.
for that too.
We got the countdown.
Back in New York now too.
You got that right. We got the countdown coming, and that's your neck of the woods, actually, Wangster, in the New York area. And there is going to be some interesting information released around that time frame. I mean, lots of projects have been coming out. Lots of people want to talk about what they've been building and what they've been for, and building here in this metaverse, like we're saying, is like you're taking your stake in land here, where you're able to convey and portray your NFTs, which is just super cool, super spot on. Very similar to behind me, and I have the digital frame. Very lucky to have that. That's from Benzi Studios. And he had, at the time, he had NFTs that he minted, and they came with the digital frame, which was hecka cool. There's a me bit there, but it cycles through, and you could share those. That's a drip that we actually minted, revealed from the Clone X. And those are things that you can now be able to show off, not only in a metaverse location, but in a physical location as well, which you're able to see with having these digital frames, set up within your own areas. Talking about like building in the area, a couple cool things that we have seen is in the USM, they have, kind of a how to build tutorial and how you can build your own house in less than 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Good, right?
It's very easy to build your own house.
Just seeing a rundown of that right now.
Also, yeah, earlier I was asking Emma like a question like if you can display your own videos on like the TV screens in USM, right? And I find it really interesting how you can like, you know, put whatever you want on the TVs, right? It's like it's basically like a live stream where you're watching the NBA Finals, for instance, like together with your friends. Like if you guys all live apart, you know, you can come together on USM and watch like the NBA Finals together, for instance, you know.
And
that's pretty cool.
That's the thing is you can bring each other together in those different metaverses from, you know, way out, far out places, I guess you could say, you know, wherever it is, wherever you may be living. So what we're looking at is the build right now. I'm going to add these up in the top so you guys, all my aliens, apes, and zombies can see them at home. If you want to retweet those were released about 5 days ago, I think. And there's just different educational videos where it can show you how to do it. And there we are. We're showing the video, how to put a video screen up right there.
I want to add some exciting thing about this. For example, now you are seeing an LCD screen just behind Taylor. For the tech team is working on adding YouTube channels to that screen. For example, maybe some other links will be available in the future, so people can make their own videos and they can share it in their buildings to other metaverse players. This will be very interesting when it is ready, I think.
Wangster, that's exactly what you were just talking about a couple seconds ago. That whole idea of putting a video screen on there, doing a right now, you know, just talking about putting a YouTube in there. So you can stream live right there and watch NBA Finals with your friends. Watch whatever esports gaming tournament with your friends. You know, you could watch this very show right now with your friends, and you can do that if you look up there at the pinned tweets. We actually have live video on the one. If you scroll all the way to the right, you can watch this video live sitting wherever you're at. And
100%, yeah. Like, I mean, so before, right? Like, I mean, I FaceTime my friends whenever, like, you know, these big events. That's how we're like, you know, together at the same time, you know, while doing, you know, while being like really far apart, right? I think this just makes it more like easy to do, you know, and it brings like the community together, I guess.
Well, just like you're saying, you could be hanging out in New York if you're a Boston fan, maybe the New England, the Boston area, talking to your boys. I know you got some friends down in the Bay Area that are probably, you know, cheering for Steph Curry, and you could be
huge Warrior fans, yeah.
And you could be hanging out in the luxury of your metaverse house, home, with your digital stuff on the walls with your buddies, just chatting, and you know, hanging out, passing the messages back and forth, and streaming that, you know, and not only streaming it like I'm doing it, restreaming it so you could talk with others, but you can also be hanging out there with your buddies just in a casual setting. And that's the whole purpose of the metaverse, is that social interaction, even though you could be the entire continent away from each other. Or even if we're hanging with Moonchillers, who's on the other side of the world almost from us, you know, I mean, sun's going down over there. Sun's not even up on his neck of the woods. So, I mean, that's where it is. It's that whole range behind what can happen in this space.
No, yeah, 100%. I think another thing is like, I mean, I think we talked about this like last week, you know, like advertising your like own products, right? I think like being able to display whatever you want on the screens, like it gives you a lot of like commercial, like, you know, advantages, I guess, right? like they're projected to have billions of users on USM soon, and that's a lot of audience for your product.
And it can be simple. It's just like walking by. Well, let me get to a different sir. It could be simple as just like walking by, and you know what, your stuff is in the background, or your next door neighbors, with one of these, awesome companies that are in this Web3 space right now. So right now on the right hand side, I'm going to select a state. I want to leave this state, so just so you know how to do it. If I wanted to leave New California, I'm going to go over to the Kiss Up state. I just hit enter to hop on in there, right on in there. And I just want to say hi to my friend Maskey, everyone who's listening down there. Hermes, thank you for tuning in. Rocka Army. And we have a special guest tuning in. Crypto PJR, good friend Crypto PJR, and he might have been around the Mars area. I know you in your galactic travels here, my friend, that you have obviously been around Mars if you've been here by Earth. But here we are walking through the metaverse of USM, which is the United States of Mars, recolonization. What are your thoughts on recolonization, Crypto PJR?
Very exciting news. I'm very excited for the human species. I think it's a great advancement for them. But we should also remember to also look into inner space as well as outer space. Just because there may be answers out there doesn't mean there's not answers in here. So let's keep an open mind and just beware that this is a mysterious universe we live in and one of possibly many. Thanks for having me again. I ran into a little space traffic on the way here. It's getting ridiculous, all these UAPs flying around the atmosphere. I apologize, but glad to be here. And also, thank you for inviting me with such esteemed guests. I'm very glad to see this guy here. So thanks again, and carry on. I apologize for my tardiness.
No apologies, because we're actually talking space-time continuum, and like, are you actually late or are you just early for tomorrow? But you are here with Moon Schiller, and those spiritual names do collect a presence out there in the space. I know you guys might have met somewhere galactically down there, but in this metaverse, we all are welcoming aliens, apes, and zombies. And now I am in the Kiss Up state, right next to California, so I'm able to check out different settings and galleries in here. It's just other owners. Other galleries can be able to open up, set up shop, just like you're saying, where you're able to sell your own individual rights here, Wangster, where you're able to, go around and see what else is out there and show off what you have. It is, here's some nice pixelated art right here. And not only that, if you need to, all right, you can just hop, bang. You don't have to wait for the bus to come around the corner. You can just hop right over in there. And I want to get into a squiggle party. And just like that, I'll pull this back up on the big screen. So Moonschiller, you've obviously have dug around. What is some of your favorite locations to go? Like we've seen houses. I'm a big particular fan of the galleries. That's what I'm a big fan of.
Yeah, actually, we mostly go French Montana house because it's near the USM museum too. So the concert place is there also. There's a big screen there too. So now favorite place is French Montana house for me. Actually, after I have my building, my favorite space will be my building, my land. But now I don't have any building. It's just a dust. So I just hang around USM.
You are allowed to have that bias, because you know what? When you get that building up and ready, we will be hosting a party there, and I will open up the radio streams for the hosting of that party whenever that is built. And you have been taking those educational videos and been looking at those educational videos that you can find at USM. Taylor was on, I think, 2-3 weeks back. where he was able to talk us through that. And now he's producing videos, tutorials on how to do that. So, make sure that you are following some of the best in the space right there. You're following X Taylor 7. Make sure you're following him. Definitely make sure you got the Moonshiller in there at Moonshiller. And then Integral, thanks for tuning in. I think it's right back there. You know what? We do have Crypto PJR as well, who has tons of years, millions of years maybe of galactical knowledge in this space. So you've been able to see what's been happening, the French Montana and him entering Crypto PJR, Wangster, and Moonshiller, of how artists are able to enter in the space, and they're able to bring their own merchandise into the space, bring their own.
I actually saw a really interesting tweet yesterday. It was like, if an artist sells 25 of his music NFTs for 0.1 ETH, he makes more than 1 million streams on Spotify. And I think that's crazy as an artist, right? It provides so much, more value to being an artist.
It's a big traffic.
I mean, it makes them more independent, because right now, a lot of labels also take the majority of the artist's money when they produce their music, right? So I think this gives power back to the artists and the creators,
And that's what it is. It does give the power and artists back to the creators, just like Taylor Swift digitally remastered all of her original work. Why? Well, someone else owned majority of the rights whenever those songs were played or used or whatever, because someone else produced it back in the day, but she reproduced it herself, and now her fans can choose what they want to do, choose who they want to support in that process. Very similar to here in the metaverse, where you can choose and support who you want to in this space, in this space, literally and figuratively in this space. And it does come with lots of fans and friends in this space as well.
Yeah, actually, this is just a new child play area. We are the children in this area, and we will find our new games to play. For example, it's not just about showing your NFTs or just giving some concert, just making some music or other stuff. These are the some benefits of metaverse. But I think when lots of people come here and become a member of metaverse, then some new things, some new trends will be created. We cannot imagine, and this will be huge, I think, in the next phase, because metaverse has been popular in maybe just 1 year ago, but the maybe 6 months is going with a very bad market condition. People are not they don't want to get in now because the prices are very deep, etc., and when hype comes again, I think metaverse will explode. It will be huge, and it will create its own new trends. This will be really exciting to see.
People were the last hype cycle is because people wanted the IP rights of their Bored Apes, of their CryptoPunks, because they knew there was a big hype cycle towards it. Now they want to develop and build around that.
Yeah.
And you are seeing those future steps very similar to the future steps here, where you can, instead of having an elevator, man, you just have a trampoline now right here in the metaverse. So you can just get up to the next floor, just bang right there with that with a simple trampoline. Different ways to travel around the space. Crypto PJR, speaking of space travel, I know that we're going to be traveling with the Crypto Monsters here in about a couple minutes. So we're going to have to wrap this show up a little bit here, because I know that we do have a Monster Monday show coming on. But right now, with what we have going on with Mars Mondays as well, I we're gonna continue this content because not only are we learning of other community members that are out there, which is important with reaching and branching out in this intergalactical space, but also I'm just having fun, and it's a big community here. So Wangster, hopefully that maybe we could tune in next Monday. And then Moonchiller as well. I mean, I think it'd be cool if we can get this running around again. You know what? I love Frenchman.
I'd love to. Yeah, thanks for having me every week. I appreciate this opportunity.
Well, you were there, man. You were there on the ground floor. I mean, your banner right there. You're one of the aliens, apes, or zombies in that picture. That was awesome. A highlight. So we'll definitely have to keep this going, and we'll just keep meeting at French Montana's house, and we'll keep on branching out. We'll find some.
New York too. I mean, like, I'm assuming you're coming to NFT New York, right?
Yeah.
You got that right.
Well, I'll see you here then.
Well, maybe we'll have a show. Maybe we'll do a live, an IRL show.
Sure.
Find a nice spot in New York around that 9 o'clock time frame. You know what? That'd be sweet.
All right, cool. Yeah, thanks for having me. I have to finish some work for Diane. I'll catch you guys next week.
Get to work for that, boss. We'll see you next week, my friend Moonchiller. Thank you for being a strong community member in this NFT space. It's been totally awesome and sweet. And you're always welcome back on. You're a very knowledgeable person. Also, didn't we have a little alpha to share with people? What was the alpha that we had to share? I think we had a little alpha to share. Let me look at my notes here. Let me see. We had to talk about, hold on a second. I'm trying to look it up. Oh, maybe it's not in there. Maybe it's in my Discord. Let me check my other link here. Anything else, Moonchiller, that we need to talk about or show in this space?
First of all, thanks for giving the opportunity to talk here to me and having me here. And nice to meet you, Crypto PGR. That's really cool mask, man. And your mask also is very cool. Crypto
Peace and love. Thank you.
Yeah. And
go ahead, keep on going, Moonchiller.
Maybe I can say a sense about just we are trying to gain community. We are trying to make people come USM. And for example, in here, we have made some deal with university blockchain clubs, and they have their own land in USM. And maybe in the future, maybe not near future, but in the future, there will be a academic version of this metaverse too. So universities will be able to make their own experiences there. This will be interesting too. I just want to add this info.
That is awesome. That's what we need to do. So you need to come back on so we can track and document this journey in this process, because that's what it is, and you do have a ton of followers there. Your ratio is ridiculous. So, keep on spreading that good word. And I'm going to keep on spreading the good word of Radio Kaka NFT here and USM. It's easy to log in. It's easy to launch. You can log in as a guest. You don't need to have anything besides a wallet. And even that, I think you can get another way of getting in there too. So come on in, join the fun. Crypto Novo is going to try to be all over the place. And I'll say it one more time. Jump into the fun. Boing. There we go. This is Crypto Novo. Crypto PJR, Moonchiller, the Wangster will hopefully be back next Monday. Maybe we'll be in New York in a couple of weeks. So stay positive and love life. Peace. I have a show coming up in a minute if you want to stick tuned. Peace.